Have you ever felt that no matter what you do, your financial life seems stagnant? You work hard, make sacrifices, but never see real progress. And worse, it seems like some people achieve wealth easily, while others are stuck in an endless cycle of scarcity. But what if I told you that money isn't the real problem? That what truly holds you back from prospering goes far beyond your bank account balance? The truth is, you were born rich. I'm not just talking about potential, but something much deeper. You came into this world with the same mental capacities as any billionaire, but you were conditioned to think like someone who will never have money. And this conditioning is no coincidence. It was implanted in you from childhood, through education, culture, and even religious beliefs. In this video, we will clearly show why there are so many difficulties and offer solutions and tools that can determine how capable you are and how much you deserve an abundant and prosperous life. But first, don't forget to help us by leaving your like and subscribing to the channel Vibrating Prosperity. We are very happy to be together on this rewarding journey. Scientific studies prove that 95% of our financial decisions are controlled by the subconscious, according to research by renowned cellular biologist Dr. Bruce Lipton. In other words, no matter how much you consciously try to change your life, if your deep mind is programmed for scarcity, you will always find a way to sabotage your own prosperity. Napoleon Hill, author of Think and Grow Rich, said that whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But the problem is that most people don't truly believe they can be rich. On the contrary, they grew up hearing phrases like, money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are all dishonest, work hard, and maybe one day you'll get lucky. The result? A lifetime of struggling with money. You try hard, but something always pulls you back. You earn a little more, but soon an unexpected expense comes up and everything disappears. You try to save money, but always find an excuse to spend it. This isn't bad luck. It's the mental programming that was implanted in you since childhood. And to prove how this programming influences your life, let's talk about one of the most shocking studies on the relationship between beliefs and financial outcomes: the lottery experiment. Scientists analyzed hundreds of lottery winners and found that most were bankrupt within a few years. Why? Because even though they received millions overnight, their minds were still programmed for poverty. They didn't know how to handle wealth because they were never taught to think like rich people. This confirms a powerful principle taught by Bob Proctor in his book, You Were Born Rich. Wealth has nothing to do with money. It has to do with consciousness. If your consciousness is one of scarcity, no matter how much you earn, you will always return to poverty. But if your consciousness is one of abundance, even if you lose everything, you will rebuild your wealth. Now comes the most important question: how to change this mental programming and finally unlock your prosperity. In this video, you will discover the secrets that the rich know and that were never taught to you. But first, we need to understand how this programming was implanted and how it affects your life without you realizing it. In the next chapter, we will explore the roots of scarcity and reveal how your subconscious was shaped to keep you away from wealth. You will realize that your current situation is not your fault, but the responsibility to change is in your hands. Chapter 1. What is keeping you poor? If wealth were just a matter of hard work, bricklayers, cleaners, and laborers would be millionaires. If luck were enough, all lottery winners would live in abundance. But the data shows exactly the opposite. Why? The answer lies in your financial paradigm, a concept widely explored by Bob Proctor and also studied by neuroscience. Paradigms are sets of beliefs rooted in the subconscious, which shape your perception of reality and limit what you believe is possible. If you grew up hearing that money is hard to earn, or that being rich is for the few, your subconscious mind treated these phrases as absolute truths and began to operate within those limitations. The power of the subconscious. How you were programmed for scarcity. According to Dr. Bruce Lipton, 95% of our daily actions come from the subconscious autopilot. This means that even if you consciously want to earn more money, your subconscious may be sabotaging your actions without you realizing it. Want an example? Think about how many times you tried to save, but something always came up and consumed all the saved money, or when you received a salary increase, but mysteriously your expenses increased as well. This is no coincidence. This is the financial paradigm in action. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that our brain works like a recorder that registers experiences from childhood. If your family had financial difficulties, your mind recorded that reality as a pattern. And even when the opportunity to earn more money appears, you unconsciously sabotage yourself to return to what you consider normal. This explains why many people refuse opportunities, feel afraid to invest, or simply avoid thinking about money. The subconscious sees wealth as something outside the comfort zone and therefore creates invisible obstacles to prevent you from reaching that reality. Cultural and religious programming of poverty, in addition to family influences, society also reinforces this programming. How many times have you heard phrases like, "It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. The love of money is the root of all evil." These distorted interpretations of the Bible helped implant the belief that poverty is virtuous and wealth is dirty. However, if we analyze the sacred texts more closely, we will see passages like, "The Lord gives wealth and poverty. He humbles, but also exalts." Samuel chapter 1, verses 2 to 7. This means that God doesn't see money as something bad. On the contrary, He allows the prosperity of those who are ready to receive it. The problem is not money, but what you do with it. People who grow up with this limited view become adults who avoid learning about finances, feel guilty when earning money, and often sabotage their chances of success because they believe deep down that they do not deserve it. But then, if you were programmed for scarcity, how do you reprogram your mind for abundance? The science of mental reprogramming. The good news is that your brain is not a fixed machine. It can be reprogrammed. According to neuroplasticity, proven by various neuroscience studies, your thoughts can physically alter the neural connections in your brain. In other words, the more you think about wealth and abundance, the more your brain adapts to create that reality. This is exactly what Napoleon Hill discovered when interviewing the richest people in the world for his book, Think and Grow Rich. He realized that they all had something in common, an unshakable wealth mindset. It didn't matter if they started poor or rich, their beliefs always propelled them to the top. This brings us to the next step, how to start changing your financial mindset. In the next chapter, we will dive into practical techniques to reprogram your subconscious and replace poverty paradigms with a wealth mindset. You will learn methods used by millionaires, scientists, and personal development experts to transform your relationship with money and finally unlock your prosperity. Get ready because the change starts now. Chapter 2. Reprogramming your mind for wealth. Now that you understand how you were programmed for scarcity, the most important question arises: how to change that programming and install a new paradigm of wealth? The answer lies in reprogramming the subconscious, and science has already proven that this is possible. Studies in neuroscience, such as those conducted by Dr. Joe Dispenza, show that the human brain is neuroplastic, meaning it can be reconfigured throughout life. This means that regardless of how long you have lived with limiting beliefs about money, you can change them and consequently change your financial reality. Reprogramming the subconscious is not just a spiritual concept, it has a scientific basis. Dr. Bruce Lipton, in his research on epigenetics, discovered that our beliefs directly affect our biology and external reality. In other words, if you change what you believe about money, your financial life will begin to transform. But how to do this in practice? Here are 3 powerful techniques to start reprogramming your mind for abundance. The power of positive affirmations. Have you noticed that rich people think and talk about money completely differently from poor people? While someone with a scarcity mindset says, money is hard to earn. I never have enough money. I'm not good with money. Someone with a wealth mindset repeats to themselves phrases like, money comes to me easily. I am prosperous and deserve abundance. I attract wealth every day. This may seem like a small thing, but the truth is that your words shape your beliefs, and your beliefs shape your reality. A study from Stanford University showed that the repetition of positive affirmations creates new neural connections, helping the brain accept a new reality. In other words, by repeating prosperity phrases daily, your subconscious begins to absorb them as truths, and your life begins to change. Bob Proctor, in his book, You Were Born Rich, teaches that affirmations should be made in the present tense and loaded with emotion, as it is the emotion that engraves the new belief in the subconscious. Try saying out loud every day, I am financially free. Money comes to me from various sources and in unexpected ways. Do this for 30 days and observe the changes in your mindset and reality. Creative visualization, seeing wealth before it arrives. Napoleon Hill, in Think and Grow Rich, revealed a common secret among all the millionaires he interviewed. They imagined their wealth before they possessed it. This process is known as creative visualization and has been studied by scientists like Dr. Richard Wiseman, who proved that people who visualize their goals have a much higher chance of achieving them. The reason is simple. The brain does not differentiate the real from the imagined. If you visualize yourself living in abundance, driving your dream car, living in the house you desire, and helping others with your wealth, your subconscious will begin to accept that reality as truth. Here is a powerful exercise for you to apply. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Imagine yourself living the financial life you desire. Where do you live? How do you feel? What kind of impact does your wealth have on the world? Enhance this vision every day for 5 minutes. The more details you add, the more powerful this technique will be. What you see in your mind, you hold in your hands. Meditation and abundance frequencies. Our brain operates at different frequencies, and some of them are directly linked to the manifestation of money and success. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that during meditation, we enter a state of alpha and theta brain waves, which are the states where the subconscious is most receptive to change. Therefore, meditating with a focus on prosperity can drastically accelerate your mental reprogramming. Here is a simple technique to start. Sit in a quiet place, close your eyes and breathe deeply. Imagine yourself surrounded by a golden energy representing wealth and abundance. Feel gratitude as if you are already living this reality. The more you practice, the more your subconscious will accept this new truth. The importance of persistence in reprogramming. Many people start these exercises but give up before seeing results. Why? Because our subconscious mind resists change at first. This happens because the human brain is programmed to save energy and cling to what is familiar. Changing beliefs requires conscious and continuous effort. However, if you persist, your brain will create new connections and your new mindset will become automatic. Millionaires were not born thinking like millionaires. They programmed themselves for it. You can do the same. In the next chapter, we will talk about the practical actions you can take to transform your financial life, because changing your mindset is the first step, but without action, nothing happens. Get ready to learn the secrets of the rich on how to use your money the right way to attract even more wealth. Chapter 3: Practical Actions for Attracting Wealth. Now that you understand how to reprogram your mind for wealth, the essential question arises: how to transform this new mindset into real money. Changing beliefs is the first step, but without action, transformation does not happen. The truth is that wealth does not come solely from positive thinking, but from the combination of mindset and intelligent strategy. The rich not only believe they can prosper, they take concrete actions that ensure this prosperity. In this chapter, you will discover the financial behaviors and habits that wealthy people adopt and that most people never learn. 1. The golden rule of money: pay yourself. First, Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, revealed one of the most powerful secrets of personal finance. The rich always pay themselves first. What does this mean? Most people, when they receive money, first pay bills, expenses, taxes, and if anything is left, they think about saving. This is the poverty mindset. The rich do the opposite. First, they save a portion of the money for investments and financial growth. Then, they pay their bills and expenses. This forces the mind to find ways to balance finances without compromising wealth growth. It may seem like a small detail, but this single habit change can completely transform your relationship with money. The law of financial growth and money multiplication. Another common mistake of those who remain poor is seeing money only as something to spend, not as something to multiply. The real difference between the rich and the poor is not in how much they earn, but in how they use the money they receive. Earl Nightingale, one of the greatest thinkers in personal development, taught that wealth does not come from what you earn, but from what you do with what you earn. If you want to change your financial reality, you must adopt the principle of money multiplication. This means that instead of just spending, you should allocate a portion of your earnings to investments, stocks, real estate, own businesses, financial education, courses, books, mentorships, new income sources, entrepreneurship, digital assets, royalties. Rich people make their money work for them. If you want to break the cycle of poverty, you need to start thinking like an investor and not just a consumer. 3. The power of social circle. Who you associate with defines who you become. Jim Rohn, one of the greatest success mentors, said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you hang out with people who only complain about life, speak ill of the rich, and see money as a problem, guess what your subconscious mind is absorbing? On the other hand, if you surround yourself with people who talk about opportunities, growth, and prosperity, your brain conditions itself to see the world differently." Here is a practical exercise. Make a list of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Do they inspire you to grow or hold you back? If the answer is negative, it's time to seek new environments and influences. This does not mean abandoning friends or family, but rather consciously choosing with whom you learn and exchange ideas about money and growth. 4. The secret of small decisions, the accumulation. Formula 1 of the biggest financial traps is believing that only big actions make a difference. The reality is that small daily decisions have a huge impact over time. The concept of gradual accumulation, studied by Jeff Olson in his book, The Slight Edge, shows that small choices repeated over the years generate surprising results. For example, saving $10 a day may seem little, but at the end of a year, it's $3,650. If invested, this amount can grow exponentially. Cutting an unnecessary expense per month can generate savings of thousands of dollars a year. Reading 10 pages of a financial education book a day can completely transform your mindset in a few months. The rich know that wealth does not come from a single event, but from the sum of small, intelligent decisions made over time. 5. The impact of gratitude on wealth. It may seem contradictory, but one of the most powerful principles for attracting money is the practice of gratitude. Studies in positive psychology, such as those by Dr. Martin Seligman, demonstrate that people who cultivate gratitude develop an abundance mindset, which leads them to see more opportunities and attract more prosperity. Rhonda Byrne, author of The Secret, highlights that gratitude creates an energetic field that attracts more of what you desire. Here is a simple but transformative exercise. Every day, write down 3 things you are financially grateful for. Focus on what you have instead of what is lacking. Celebrate each small financial victory, no matter how small. This shift in focus changes your energetic vibration and opens doors to new opportunities. Now you understand that wealth is not just about earning more money, but about how you think, act, and decide. But there is one last secret we still need to explore: how to eliminate financial blocks that prevent you from moving forward. In the next chapter, we will reveal how to identify and destroy the sabotaging beliefs that may still be hindering your prosperity. If you feel like you've tried everything and still haven't seen results, there may be a hidden block that needs to be removed. Get ready for the most revealing chapter yet. Chapter 4. Identifying and eliminating financial blocks. Despite having learned powerful mental reprogramming techniques and practical actions to build wealth, many people still feel paralyzed, as if something invisible is preventing them from moving forward. This is no coincidence. There are financial blocks rooted in your subconscious mind that, if not eliminated, will continue to sabotage your prosperity. But what exactly are these financial blocks? They are like invisible walls created by your beliefs, life experiences, and unresolved emotions related to money. To overcome them, it is necessary to identify and destroy them. In this chapter, we will explore how these blocks arise, how they affect your life, and most importantly, how you can eliminate them forever. The fear of success. Are you afraid of being rich? It may seem strange, but many people fear financial success. This fear is deeply linked to how money was presented to them from an early age. Think about it. How many times have you heard phrases like, "Money changes people. The rich are arrogant. The more you have, the more problems arise." These beliefs create a negative emotional connection with money, causing your subconscious mind to associate wealth with something dangerous or undesirable. The result: you avoid success without realizing it. Here is a powerful exercise to identify this block. Take a piece of paper and write, "If I were rich, people would say that." List all the responses that come to mind without censorship. Observe which negative beliefs appear. They reveal your hidden blocks. The next step is to replace these beliefs. If you wrote, "People would say I'm greedy," replace it with, "My wealth allows me to help others." 2. Financial traumas. The past that still holds you back. Many of the financial blocks we carry come from traumatic experiences with money. Maybe you saw your parents fight over debts, or perhaps you lost everything at some point in your life. These traumas create a deep fear of repeating the past. According to Dr. Joe Dispenza, our strongest emotions are recorded in our subconscious, and these emotional memories directly affect our decisions. For example, someone who lost money in an investment may unconsciously avoid any financial risk in the future, even when the opportunity is safe and promising. The solution to these traumas lies in emotional healing. Here is a simple process. Identify the trauma. Ask yourself, what was the most difficult financial moment of my life? Relive the moment, but without judgment. Accept what happened as part of your story. but not as your identity. Replace the narrative. Instead of thinking, "I failed," say, "I learned from this and today I am stronger." Emotional healing requires practice, but it is an essential step to eliminate financial blocks. The weight of guilt. Do you think you can't be rich? Another common block is the feeling that you don't deserve wealth. This is especially strong in people who were taught to associate money with selfishness or sin. Louise Hay, author of You Can Heal Your Life, taught that guilt is one of the most destructive emotions for the human mind. It prevents the natural flow of abundance and keeps you trapped in a cycle of self-punishment. If you feel that you don't deserve to be rich, try this healing affirmation. I deserve wealth. I accept abundance with gratitude and joy. Repeat this phrase every day, especially in moments when guilt arises. The role of self-sabotage. Are you sabotaging yourself? Self-sabotage is one of the clearest signs of financial blocks. It happens when you, consciously or not, sabotage your own chances of success. Here are some examples of financial self-sabotage. Spending money impulsively, even knowing you need to save. Refusing opportunities out of fear of failure. Procrastinating when you should make important decisions. According to behavioral psychology studies, such as those by Dr. Richard Thaler, self-sabotage is often caused by internal conflicts. Your conscious mind wants wealth, but your subconscious fears the changes it will bring. The solution lies in creating awareness of your behaviors. The next time you notice you are sabotaging yourself, ask, why am I doing this? What fear or belief is behind this attitude? Over time, you will learn to recognize and overcome these behaviors. 5 practical tools to eliminate blocks. Now that you have identified the financial blocks, it's time to eliminate them definitively. Here are some practical tools to do so. Therapeutic writing. Take a notebook and write about your beliefs and fears related to money. Then cross out those beliefs and replace them with positive affirmations. Guided meditation. Use specific meditations to release financial blocks. You can find several options created by experts like Dr. Joe Dispenza. Gratitude. Practice. Be thankful every day for the money you already have, even if it's little. Gratitude dissolves blocks and creates space for abundance. Eliminating financial blocks is like removing invisible chains that hold you to the past. Now that you know how to identify and overcome these barriers, you are ready to take the next step. In the next chapter, we will talk about how to align your mind, actions, and emotions to create wealth consistently. This is the point where transformation becomes irreversible. Are you ready to unlock your full potential? Chapter 5. The ultimate method to create wealth and never be poor. Again, now that you have eliminated financial blocks and reprogrammed your mind for wealth, the final step is to consolidate this transformation. After all, true prosperity is not just about making money, but maintaining and multiplying your wealth consistently. Many people manage to change their mindset and even achieve a certain level of financial success, but they end up returning to the same point as before. This happens because real wealth is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. This chapter is the turning point where you will learn the ultimate method to consolidate your abundance mindset and ensure that you never go back to being poor. 1. The power of a wealth plan. Do you know where you are going? Imagine you are in a car, driving without a destination. You might drive for hours, but you probably won't get anywhere. Now, imagine you have a detailed map and a clear destination. Suddenly, every move becomes more efficient and faster. This is exactly what happens with money. Most people don't have a financial plan, and that's why they never reach wealth. The wealth plan is a method used by millionaires to set clear financial goals and create a solid path to achieve them. Here is a simple step-by-step to create yours. Define how much you want to earn. Be specific. How much do you want to earn per month? In a year? In 5 years? Discover how you can get there. Can you increase your current income? Create new revenue streams? Invest? Create an action plan. Determine daily, weekly, and monthly actions that bring you closer to that goal. Track your progress. Review your plan frequently and adjust as needed. Millionaires don't leave their finances to chance. They plan, execute, and adjust constantly. The wealth formula. The 3 pillars that guarantee financial success. People believe that making money is a matter of luck or special talent, but the truth is that wealth follows a predictable formula. Those who apply this formula inevitably become rich. Here are the 3 pillars that support every great fortune. Mindset. As you have already learned in previous chapters, your mindset defines your financial level. Those who think like the poor, act like the poor, and get poor results. Those who think like the rich attract wealth. The wealth mindset is built through daily affirmations, creative visualization, subconscious reprogramming. Strategy. Once your mind is aligned with prosperity, the next step is to use intelligent strategies to multiply money. This includes long-term investments, entrepreneurship, passive income sources, consistent action, execution. No mindset or strategy works without action. Financial success is a game of consistency. Those who act every day, even in small ways, always win in the long run. 3. The cycle of abundance. How to never be poor. Again, to ensure that you never return to scarcity, you need to adopt a positive financial cycle. This cycle consists of 4 stages. Earn. Create income streams and increase your earnings. Save. Set aside a portion of money for financial growth. Multiply. Make your money work for you through investments. Give. Create a positive flow of financial energy by helping others. It sounds simple, but most people never apply these 4 stages together. Those who manage to implement this cycle consistently enter a state of continuous financial growth. 4. How to create multiple income streams and never rely on just one. Of the biggest mistakes of people who remain poor is relying on a single source of income. Most millionaires, on the other hand, have at least 5 different sources of money. Here are some proven ways to create new income streams. Passive income investments, rental properties, stock dividends, book and music royalties. Digital businesses. Create an online course, sell products online, monetize a YouTube channel. Affiliate. Marketing. Earn commissions by promoting products and services. Freelancing and consulting. Use skills to offer services alongside your main job. Creating physical or digital products. Produce and sell items like ebooks, t-shirts, jewelry, etc. If you want real financial security, you need to create multiple income streams. 5. The golden rule. Never stop learning. The market changes, opportunities evolve, and those who don't keep up fall behind. The rich know this and never stop investing in knowledge. Napoleon Hill, in Think and Grow Rich, studied hundreds of millionaires and found that they all had one habit in common: continuous learning. Here are some ways to keep your growth constant. Read at least 1 finance or personal development book per month. Take online courses on money, investments, and business. Attend events and mentorships with people who have already achieved what you desire. The knowledge you have today determined where you are financially. If you want to level up, you need to expand your knowledge. At this point, you have everything you need to transform your financial life. But there is something that no technique can do for you. Make the decision to change. Now comes the most important part of the video. In the final chapter, we will bring together everything you have learned and make a definitive commitment to your new financial reality. Are you ready to take control of your life and never be poor again? We have reached the most important moment of this entire journey. Now you know why you were born rich but remain poor. You have understood that your mind was programmed for scarcity since childhood, that limiting beliefs hindered your growth, and that true wealth begins in the way you think. But here is the great truth. Just knowing this doesn't change anything. The only thing that can truly transform your financial life is action. You can watch hundreds of videos, read dozens of books, and study all possible strategies. But if you don't apply anything, you will remain in the same place. The decision you make today will define your future. And now I ask you, will you continue living on autopilot, repeating the same mistakes, or will you take control of your life and build the wealth you deserve? You have two choices from now. At this exact moment, you have two choices. The first option is to ignore everything you have learned, continue complaining about life, blaming the government, the system, your family, or any other external factor for your situation. If you do this, a year from now, your life will be exactly the same, or worse. The second option is to decide that enough is enough, that you no longer accept a life of limitations, and that from today, you will take control of your financial reality. This decision is not magical. It doesn't mean you will wake up rich tomorrow, but it means that for the first time, you are putting yourself on the right path. After all, as Earl Nightingale said, success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. This means that wealth is not a final destination, it's a process. Every step you take in the right direction brings you closer to the life you have always desired. Wealth is not a privilege, it's your right. Forget the idea that money is only for a few. This is a lie created to keep you under the control of scarcity. The Bible says, "I have come that they may have life and have it to the full." John 10:10. This means that abundance is your natural state. The universe is not a place of lack, but of infinite possibilities. If some people can prosper, so can you. The difference between those who achieve wealth and those who don't lies in mindset and daily actions. It doesn't matter where you were born. It doesn't matter your current financial situation. It doesn't matter how many times you have failed. If you decide to change, your reality will change. And remember, if you don't build your own wealth, you will spend your entire life building someone else's. What to do now? The first step to change your life now that you are committed to your transformation, what to do next? Here is a simple plan to start your journey towards wealth. Step 1. Choose a concrete action to take today. It could be starting a new financial habit, reading a finance book, or creating an extra income plan. The important thing is to start. Step 2. Practice the principles of wealth daily. Reinforce your affirmations. Visualize your success, learn about money, and eliminate any thoughts of scarcity. Step 3. Surround yourself with people who think like you. Leave negative environments. Join groups that talk about growth and learn from those who have already achieved what you desire. Step 4. Don't stop. The difference between those who win and those who fail is not talent, luck, or intelligence. It's persistence. One last warning. If you do nothing, nothing will change. Before ending this video, I want to give you one last warning. In a month, a year, 5 years, your life will be the result of what you decide to do today. If you watch this video and simply go back to your usual routine, nothing will change. But if you make a real decision for transformation, your financial life will never be the same. So now I ask you, what choice will you make? Leave in the comments what your biggest insight from this video was. And most importantly, publicly commit to your transformation. Write, "I decide to be rich," and make this choice real. We will leave a special gift for you in the pinned comment or video description. And if this content helped you, help others too. Share this video. You could be the reason someone starts their own journey towards abundance today. And of course, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because we have much more to teach you about how to change your financial life and live the prosperity you deserve. Peace and light to all.